second half
Exactly,
of this
yes.
first match. Of course, Mizu, we saw both players playing, but Mizu, a strong contender for winning the whole thing. Of course, Mizu, just 18 years of age, already playing with Electrify Esports, a foreign team. He plays with pro players to train for tournaments and leagues such as this. So, Brandon is doing such a great job, considering that he doesn't play FIFA full time and doesn't dedicate as much time as Mizu for this game, and he's managing to hold his own against this player.
And he's been probably the most uh, he's played the better football in this first half between these two contestants, even though, as you correctly pointed out, Mito's coming on strong in the latter part of the first half, and just as well he's tried to start the second half strongly, but good tackle from Brandon with Gzira stopping the offense of the Floriana representative. In the meantime, Messi on this right flank trying to make some magic work. Ball now with Hullet and R9 shielding the ball from Virgil van Dijk. Good pressure from Mizu, not letting Gzira make their way into their box.
But look at the green shirts there in the defense. It's difficult to find the actual opening to do something. In fact, that is why Brandon is forced to actually pass back, trying to open up the defense, and that is why you should use the flanks a bit more. He tried to go for the central pass, which obviously was well timed, well blocked, well intercepted by Mizu's defender.
And now we're trying to see probably a counter-attack from Mizu, even though Gzira have closed up shop very nicely. Ball now with R9 Ronaldo. Doesn't survive a tackle from Virgil van Dijk, and ball is now with Gzira, as they are trying once again to make inroads into the opposition's box.
Yeah, it seems like both players are finding it very difficult to find that opening, even though now Brandon has the ball here on the right flank. He tries to find R9 in the middle, but the defense of Mizu is too strong. And once again, it's Mizu on the offensive, but still, look at that. Gzira United getting bodies down to defend the ball. It will be difficult once again to find the opening. And once again, you see Brandon with Delict there intercepting the ball very well.
He tried to force a pass which wasn't really on, to be honest, especially with N'Golo Kante, who doesn't have the best passing stats. But in the meantime, good attack from Gzira. Messi manages to survive the attack from Virgil van Dijk. Plays the ball backwards, trying to find some more space, but Van Dijk is still there, although Gzira still managed to win back the ball very quickly. N'Golo Kante trying to make some inroads once again, but look at how many shirts there are. Look at how many green and white shirts.
Yeah, Mizu so quick to react to these counter-attacks, to these offensive maneuvers from Gzira, and just like that, he's blocking every attempt for Brandon to actually find that goal. It's so difficult, and that's why we saw clean sheets from Mizu, because his defensive play is so on point.
And it must be so frustrating for both players, probably, to try as much as they are trying to attack, but not managing to find even the chance to get a shot away. Not even trying a long shot here. In the meantime, R9 Ronaldo trying to set up Hullet, maybe go for the long shot here. A little drag back. Now Messi on the ball, and again with Hullet and CR7 and Hullet once again exchanging the ball, and just like that, the ball is at the center back's feet because of the huge pressure from Mizu not letting anyone step in the half of Floriana.
It's so difficult to find the open, and then that you're forced to make these mistakes, and that's how Mizu then might actually mount the attack. And look at that, he has players in the middle, even though he would have been offside. But here we see CR7 on the right flank with a good, he still maintains control of the ball, but good safe hands there of Alisson to stop the attack.
Yeah, exactly. After Robertson managed to poke his foot and extended the ball out of the reach of CR7.
Yeah, and it's really looking like we're heading to a 0-0 scenario here unless something changes, because it's already close to the 80th minute mark. And no real attacks, no real shots on target as well, because both players have such strong defensive lines. Even though he's trying here, Brandon, to find an opening through the left flank, back to Kante, Mbappe. Kante once again. Will he try the long shot through Gullit? Maybe. Oh, goes for the quick pass from Mbappe to R9, but it doesn't work out. And now perhaps it's Floriana's turn to find that much-needed chance to find the opening goal.
And the action is so cagey that I believe a pause had been queued since like the 50th minute, and we still haven't interrupted play, as the ball is not really going anywhere except from the middle of the pitch, as the both players are trying to make that vital pass to maybe net them the winner, because I don't believe this will be a high-scoring match. Probably any goal will decide it.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, it is Florian FC that paused the match. It is Mizu. So maybe he might make some changes up front to find that one goal that would give him the 3 points.
Maybe bring on that 94 headliner Neymar, as we have been accustomed to in his previous matches. Although now Carlos Alberto in possession of the ball, trying to pass to Messi now. Messi and Gullit exchanging possession now.
Okay, as the clock ticks down, it's only 3 more minutes for the 90th mark. Still Brandon with a chance here with Kante at the middle. He might find the opening. CR7 here with the ball. Will he manage to find the much-needed goal that would secure him the win against Mizo here in this first match? No, he won't. At least not yet. But once again, it's Brandon with a good header that takes the ball. Only 1 minute of additional time, and it's only CR7. Will he find the goal here? Will he go for the shot? Allison, safe hands of Allison, and that's it. The first goal, and the pause is still queued by Floriana FC. So goalless draw, and this is the 3rd goalless draw of Mizu today.
It's it might not just be frustrating, but it definitely is. It could be a mental issue, though. It could be that he's not feeling himself comfortable in attacking. He may try some new options, maybe trying to find that perfect pass, which is not the way that he has to play today. I mean, it's
the problem is this is a league, so you have points. So a draw would work out fine in a two-legged match in a knockout stage. However, when you have a league, you gain only 1 point for 1 draw, whilst your opponents might actually gain so many points above you because of the wins that they get. So perhaps here Mizu, that's why he was frustrated when he got 0-0 twice against Balzan, because he knows he lost potential points there. And the same in this case, when he knows that Gzira isn't doing perhaps the best in the current standings and leaderboards, and he said, well, this would have been an opportunity for me to get 3 points. But instead he got 1.
Exactly, and coming from 2 0-0 draws may have been, let's call it a bad motivation, and maybe he tried too much to score that perfect goal, shall we call it, because we didn't really see any good moves from both players, if we should call it like that.
Barely
I mean,
attacking. I mean, few attacks, few shots.
Exactly.
Well.
The last move was quite good from Brandon, I believe, but still the shot was quite weak and comfortable for Allison to save. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know if we'll see a change here. I mean, mostly from Mizu's side, because he knows that, look, he plays FIFA full time. He knows he should be doing better in this Premier League. Currently, I believe Floriana is around the 7th place in the standings. However, of course, he wants to gain as many points as possible because he knows that his other strong competitors, especially he finds rivalry in Chris and in Brancha as well as in Turbulence. So he doesn't want them to get the edge over him just because he's dropping points against, perhaps you could say, considered weaker players, weaker opponents.
Maybe Brendan is trying to fend off for Floriana to defend his brother. Who knows?
Oh, yes, it could be. Of course, Brandon seems to really make the extra effort against top players. As we saw against his own brother, he managed the draw, and now against me, so he also got 1 point.
And we also noted as well that Brandon typically performs much better in the second fixture, as I believe he won quite a lot of his second fixtures after losing the first one and against his brother, who is top of the league. He managed even a draw with a 90th minute equalizer from Brencha. So you can't
Exactly.
really count Brendan out in the second fixture.
Definitely not. And now Floriana, perhaps this is what he needs to open, but no, there's the lick of Branton in the way. But as you said, you're very right. Even against Chris Spiteri, the first game, I believe, was a really one-sided affair for Chris against Brandon. But in the second game, it was 3-2 for Chris. So I'm sure it was a very close encounter between those two. And the other scenarios were also the same. He lost the first round and then won the second. So that's how it is. So perhaps now Brandon might actually win this fixture.
Especially since he didn't concede any goals in the first fixture. So maybe he'll have analyzed how Mizu plays in that first leg and maybe manage to better tackle and overcome his style in the second one. In the meantime, good pressure from Hullet up top, but the final pass is stopped, even though we've seen a foul on R9 Ronaldo. Free kick very, very close to the edge of the box.
Very, very dangerous. Will he go for it? Which side is he going? Bottom left, it seems, with Lionel Messi. And there it is! Oh, Alisson just managed to get the fingertips on it to send it out to a corner. But now we're seeing Mizu a bit on, on fire a bit now. He's playing much more confidently with a bit more aggression as well. He wants the 3 points.
Even though a long corner being dispossessed quite immediately from Gzira, and now Messi with the ball after Ronaldo tried to make a solo run after winning the ball after the corner. Ronaldo now being a little bit to the right. Messi trying to weave forward despite pressure from Robertson. Carlos Alberto now on this right flank trying to maybe set something up.
I noticed that Brandon loves to make use of the flanks, and he's doing that quite effectively, actually. In fact, that is the way to open up the defense, because the central defenders are also giving you space now in the middle. Even though if you look at those, the green shirts, there's so much pressure to take the ball back, and the fact that is why Mizu doesn't concede so many goals.
Exactly, and Gzira running into a bottleneck here, and each time Gzira trying to make their way through the middle, they are being caught up from expert defense by Mizu. In the meantime, goes for a free kick, ball over the wall, but Alisson managed to tip the ball over the bar, off for a corner, and played it short, unlike Mizu the last time. Hullet now on the edge of the box, he may go for a shot. Virgil van Dijk goes for a fancy pass. Ball now with CR7 back to goal, trying to maybe weave and set someone up. Kante with the ball. Kante trying to find someone free, although there's the nice blocking from Hullet. Ronaldo now being harried by Mbappe. It's a speed duel between these two players, and R9 Ronaldo setting up Hullet with the goaler in front of him and shoots straight at Alisson. Alisson sends the ball out into a corner. The best chance of the game until now.
Yeah, so close for Mizu there. I thought he would follow the ball a bit more with Hullet there, not shoot so early, and it gave enough space for Alisson to actually get the hands on it. But the leg sticks out his foot to actually take the ball back, and now it's Brandon on the offensive. But as you said, Mizu was so close once again to finding that opening goal. So it's Brandon once again here with the ball, still maintaining possession of the ball, trying to make use as much as possible of the flanks, even though he might have found some space in the middle, even though great defending once again from Mizu. His defense is so on point. It's difficult to score against this 18-year-old representing Floriana FC.
We're seeing quite the perseverance though from Brandon, trying to always go central. I mean, centrally is the best way to attack, but it's not working for him, and he's still trying to pass that ball through the middle for R9 or Messi or CR7, but Ronaldo in the meantime loses possession because of a bad elastico there, managed to lose control of the ball and handed it back to Brandon with Gzira, as we are now have now gone over the 30-minute mark.
Yes, and again it's 0-0. Something these players just can't find the way to open up sort of their opponent and find the space necessary to find that goal. Again, he's making use of the flank here. Brandon with Mbappe on the left. Will he find, however, his player in the middle? Again, he has forced to play it backwards to Kante, to Hullet, R9, and yes, great tackle from Floriana and Mizu over there to stop the advance of Gzira. Meanwhile, as I say that, it's Mbappe. Will it be a one-on-one with the keeper? Good cross in!
What a diving header from Matthijs de Ligt. Saving a certain goal literally on the line almost.
Yeah.
Very good cut inside from Mbappe and a good cross as well.
Exactly.
But the defense from Gzira very, very expertly done, and with de Ligt clearing out the certain goal.
Yeah, some
for
altruism
Floriana.
there as well, because he didn't go for the shot. He actually crossed to his teammate in the middle. So others might have said, let's try for the shot. But once again here, it's Gzira United with the ball. Again, a good chance for them to try to find at least an opening goal, because it's been back and forth just before the half time. No foul given. Yes, it is. It is a foul with Robertson to take it quick. Hullet trying to find Messi on the right, which he does, but loses it to Robertson.
Very good tackle from Andrew Robertson, and now Ronaldo trying to storm with the ball, although he is contained very quickly from the Gzira defenders, and Hullet managed to nudge the ball away from CR7. Ball now with Robertson off to Mbappe. Mbappe maybe trying to set CR7 up. No, N'Golo Kante goes for a ball over the top for Mbappe down this left flank. Kante squaring it off to Hullet. R9 Ronaldo on the edge of the box, maybe trying to weave his way in, but Hullet steps in front of the pass, and just like that, it's 3 halves of 0-0 we've seen.
Still
up till
0-0.
now.
They can't find the goal. Especially, I feel like Mizo's really trying hard to get this 3 points, but Brandon, the attacks is mounting, that can't seem to penetrate the defense of Mizo. The tight formation that he's playing, Mizu, is incredible. He's so quick to react to any offensive maneuvers from Gzira United, and that is why Floriana have not conceded just yet.
It's been so cagey. I mean, both players have tried their hardest, but their defenses at the moment at least are untouched, and we've barely seen any shots. I mean, this game was promising in the beginning, as we've seen probably shots from both players, but it's slowly starting to get back to that bottleneck situation where players are making their way almost at the edge of the box, but then they have to retreat because there's literally no way forward because of how dense the defense from both players is. Both players have amazing defense and amazing players to defend with as well.
Yes, and there we're seeing Brandon, and once again he gets the ball. With the possession, he's maintaining quite good possession actually, wherever tries to find openings from the flanks, but still he's yet to be successful here. Maybe now we can see something with CR7 there on the left flank. Okay, back to Mbappe, but he's forced once again to play it back. He needs more shirts in that penalty area. Oh, but that was a bad pass, and Kante with a good tackle to take the ball.
And we have seen also the normal halftime substitution from Mizu, bringing in 94 headliner Neymar. Probably his go-to card when not winning, probably.
It could have been that's what he wanted to do in the previous match, but the ball just refused to go out, so he couldn't actually pause the match. However, maybe it works for him now, even though still Brandon has been the one that dictated a bit this half already 55th minute in, and it was all on Mizu's side, the ball. So good showing from Brandon, playing against one of the heavy favorites of winning the whole thing.
Ooh, nice trickery from R9 Ronaldo, trying to get rid of Hullet. Goes once again through the middle, but once again good blocking from Hullet, and now Neymar and his own Hullet trying to make something work, but Hullet, nice tackle. He's got loads of green in front of him. CR7 with the ball. No! Oh my god, good save from Alisson, and an excellent interception from Carlos Alberto.
Somehow Carlos Alberto stopped that ball. He's a savior, definitely there. That would have been guaranteed to go in. But the closest I think Brandon has been so far. And once again, he has a chance here. That was the mistake that Mizu did, that Brandon capitalized on, or at least almost capitalized on. But now, once again, a free kick from 26 yards out. Oh, he goes for the short pass, but that was a bit too rash, I feel.
And we have seen just now Brandon with the best chance of the game, with the ball being cleared vitally by Carlos Alberto in the middle of the box before a certain intervention, which was going to put the ball at the back of the net. In the meantime, nice vertical passing there from Mizu, but the action was stopped just short of entering the penalty box, as Hullet for Brandon, trying to make some inroads here. R9 Ronaldo in the box, but De Ligt manages to nudge the ball once again away from him. As Neymar is making a good run, is almost served by R9, but De Ligt from Gzira once again manages to make that vital interception to keep his defense intact. And
yeah, a bit more action this half, I feel, as we see Floriana FC actually pausing the game, or trying to pause the game rather. But wow, Brandon is really mounting on that pressure in this final third, and again from the flank here, and finally it goes out. And so Floriana FC with a chance to make the changes. Is it going to be so let's see if it's going to be a tactic formation change or if it's going to be a player substitution. And it seems that Mbappe and Neymar are having their positions switched, and Zidane instead of CR7 for Floriana FC. And also Pelé is coming in. So a few more changes here from Floriana's side. He got Neymar in last time, but of course now I feel desperate to find this much needed goal.
He's been on a very long streak. I mean, it's been 3 games now. He hasn't scored a goal. I mean, he hasn't conceded, but not scoring is probably hurting him much worse. So
exactly. So if you get 4 draws, it's just 4 points from all those potential points to gain. I mean, that would hurt him a lot, of course, and especially knowing that he is one of the contenders, the pressure is actually a bit more on him because he wants to perform, especially if he performs for he also represents, apart from Floriana, an international team. As Brandon once again has the ball, very, very dangerous play here, and Alisson, good safe hands there to throw it for a corner, but Brandon really on point once again.
Brandon is really putting on the pressure now, as Mbappe goes for a weird pass and Pelé intercepts, but just for a short while. Carlos Alberto serves. CR7 Messi now on his left foot, maybe tries to square it in the middle of the box. Messi retains possession.
Back to Kante now. Brandon is really trying his hardest to find this goal, even though the defense of Nice is still very, very strong, even though Brandon was so close on multiple occasions to find this opener, but still 80th minute almost, and it's still 0-0, even with all the changes that Mizu has done.
And the ball is still in Mizu's own half, played with Gzira, as CR7 has some space. CR7 on his weaker foot has to retreat once again from the box, as there is no proceeding, and Zidane intercepts Kante's pass. Pelé and Hullet now exchanging. Maybe this could be the final attack, final chance for Mizu, but De Ligt once again. Very strong defending from Brandon and Gzira, but wrong pass there. Pelé to Ronaldo to Neymar. The Brazilian triangle doesn't manage to conclude, as a good interception from Andrew Robertson denies them to the retention of possession.
As
now, once again,
just 5 minutes remaining and still 0-0. However, maybe Mizu can create something now with Hullet here in the middle. Back to Neymar Jr., Pelé, Ronaldo, and the pass goes in, but not enough for the through ball to land, and it's Alisson there with his safe hands on the ball.
Ooh, what a long ball for Messi now. Maybe Robertson manages to track back and steal the ball. Very nicely done from Mizu, making sure that Messi could not venture any longer in his side of the pitch, and Pelé could maybe release Neymar. That's what he does. Neymar goes for a fake shot. The ball gets into the path of Robertson, who takes the ball and makes it his. And now Carlos Alberto for Gzira. This could be the final action of the game for Gzira. Hullet exchanges with Ronaldo. Arne Ronaldo and Hullet, and now Kante with the ball as we are now 2 minutes in. So this will finally be the only shot left. Mbappe with his weak foot. Good save from Alisson. And this will be the last action, surely.
Yeah,
Corner.
was so close there for Brandon. And obviously now it's either Brandon's victory or a draw. I don't see Mizu managing to put the ball up. It's already 1 minute more than the additional time. And there it is. Mizu, 4 games straight with a 0-0 scoreline. So I don't know. I mean, going into the next match day, I mean, something has to change from Mizu's side. He can't afford to just give away draws. He wants to win. He needs to get those 3 points.
Especially when Mizu could be potentially facing Hamrun or Santa Lucia.
Exactly, or Valletta as well with Turbulence.
Exactly.
So, I mean, he really needs to score as well. His defense is really strong, we must say that. A very good defensive player. However, in a league, you have to find those goals.
And in a situation such as Mizu's, who is in mid-table trying to struggle from the attacks of the ones below, like as we've seen Tarshin, who are slowly making progress up the table, or maybe as we've seen in our last game with Slima, who have managed to get 4 points just from today.
And Birkirkar as well, Laufu played so well today. It's incredible.
I believe probably Birkirkar have now gone above for Floriana.
I don't know if we can have a look at the standings.
The final standings after